Chapter 1: The Cruel Arrangement. Rain poured over the city like 1,000 broken promises, washing the streets in silver tears. Inside the vast marble mansion, Ariana stood silently by the window, her reflection trembling against the glass. Her stepmother's voice echoed through the hall, calm, cold, and cruel. "You owe me, Ariana. Everything you have is because of me. And now, you will do what I say." Ariana turned, her hands trembling. "You want me to love him again? After everything he did?" Her stepmother, Clara, smiled faintly, a dangerous beauty in red silk. "Yes, you will bring Ethan back into your life. You will make him trust you. And when the time is right, you'll destroy him." Ariana's heart cracked open. Ethan, the man who had shattered her once. Her first love, who had disappeared without a word 2 years ago. Now her stepmother wanted her to seduce him again. Not for love, but revenge. "Why, Clara? Why him?" "Because he ruined me before he ruined you," Clara whispered, her voice dipped in venom. Ariana wanted to refuse, to scream that she wasn't her stepmother's puppet. But Clara knew her weakness: her father's debt. The secret that could destroy Ariana's reputation. "If you don't do as I say, your father will lose everything," Clara said, tapping her manicured nails on the desk. "And maybe he'll learn what kind of daughter you truly are." Tears burned in Ariana's eyes. She nodded silently, feeling her heart being crushed beneath the weight of guilt. That night, she opened her old phone, the one she swore she'd never touch again. Her finger hovered over Ethan's name, the contact she never deleted. "Hey, it's me. Can we talk?" Her heart raced as she hit send. The raindrops outside seemed to whisper warnings she couldn't hear. Somewhere deep down, a small part of her still hoped Ethan would never reply. But he did almost instantly. "Ariana, after all this time, I never thought you'd text me again." Her stepmother's shadow lingered at the door, smiling in victory. Chapter 2: When the Past Walked In. The caf door chimed softly as Ariana stepped in. Her breath trembled in the cold morning air, heart pounding like it remembered every heartbreak all at once. It had been 2 years since she last saw him. 2 years since Ethan left her standing in the rain with nothing but a shattered promise. The scent of coffee and rain mixed in the air as her eyes searched and then stopped. There he was, Ethan. He sat by the window, sunlight touching his face like time had chosen to be kind to him. Same dark hair, same soft eyes, but deeper now, heavier. "Ariana," he whispered, standing up as if afraid she might disappear. She forced a smile that didn't reach her eyes. "Hey, stranger." Their conversation started with small words, but every sentence carried ghosts. He talked about work, about traveling. She listened, pretending she wasn't breaking again. And yet, when his hand brushed hers across the table, everything inside her screamed to forgive, to forget, to fall again. But Clara's voice echoed in her head like a curse. "Make him trust you, then break him, just like he broke me." Ariana bit her lip, forcing herself to play the part. She laughed softly, hiding the pain behind her eyes. "You haven't changed, Ethan." "Neither have you," he said. "Except, you seem stronger now." That line hit her like lightning. He didn't know she wasn't strong. She was a prisoner wearing her stepmother's chains. They left the caf together, walking down the street where they once dreamed of forever. Every step was a lie and a memory. When Ethan offered to walk her home, she hesitated. "I'm not staying at my old place anymore," she said softly. "Then where?" "With my stepmother." Ethan froze. "Clara?" Ariana blinked, surprised. You know her?" He looked away, jaw tightening. "Let's just say, I did once." Her world tilted. There was something in his voice, something dark. The truth her stepmother never told. As they parted, Ethan's words lingered in her mind. "Ariana, some people don't deserve your loyalty, especially those who smile while setting traps." That night, she returned home shaken. Clara was waiting, sitting on the edge of the couch like a queen waiting for her pawn. "So," she asked, "did you see him?" Ariana's throat tightened. "Yes." Clara smiled. "Good. You're doing well. Keep him close." But as Ariana walked to her room, she could feel Ethan's last words burning in her heart. Maybe she wasn't the only one being played. Chapter 3: The Secret Between Them. That night, Ariana couldn't sleep. Rain tapped gently against her window, whispering secrets she wasn't ready to hear. Her stepmother's words echoed in her mind. "Keep him close. And Ethan's voice chased right after. Some people don't deserve your loyalty. Between those two voices, her heart was trapped. The next morning, Clara was already dressed red silk robe, hair perfectly pinned, the smell of her perfume filling the air. She smiled sweetly when Ariana entered the kitchen. You did good yesterday. He didn't suspect, did he? Ariana frowned. Why are you making me do this, Clara? Why him? Clara's smile tightened. Because, dear, love makes men weak, and he deserves to be weak. What did he do to you? Ariana asked softly. Clara turned, eyes glinting with venom. He betrayed me, just like your father did. Ariana's breath caught. Wait, you knew Ethan before I met him? Clara poured coffee calmly, as if talking about the weather. Of course. He used to work for your father. He's the reason your family broke apart. Ariana felt the floor tilt beneath her. That's not true. Your father was having an affair, Clara cut in sharply. And when I tried to save our family, Ethan helped him hide it. I lost everything because of that man. The story twisted inside Ariana's chest like a knife. Was it possible? Ethan, the boy who used to draw stars on her hands, who promised her forever, had destroyed her family. But something didn't fit. Clara was too calm, too polished, like she'd rehearsed the lines. Ariana's phone buzzed. A message. Ethan, can we meet tonight? There's something I never told you. Her hands trembled as she read it. Clara noticed, sipping her coffee. Be careful, darling. Liars always come dressed as lovers. Ariana left without replying. That evening, she met Ethan near the old bridge, the same place where he'd once confessed his love to her years ago, the place where the stars seemed closer than reality. Ethan stood waiting, raincoat damp, eyes filled with something she hadn't seen before, fear. You said you wanted to tell me something, Ariana said softly. He nodded. Your stepmother isn't who you think she is. Ariana folded her arms. You worked for my father, didn't you? You helped him cheat. Ethan shook his head violently. No. It was the other way around. Your father caught Clara cheating with me. Ariana froze, her heart dropping like glass. It was a mistake, Ariana. I was young, stupid. She told me she loved me, told me she'd leave him. When your father found out, he left her. That's why she hates me. Ariana took a step back, voice trembling. So you're saying she's using me to destroy you? Ethan nodded. And she's using you to finish what she couldn't revenge. The truth crashed over Ariana like a wave. Her stepmother, the woman she called family, had turned her into a weapon. She looked at Ethan, tears in her eyes. Then what do I do now? Ethan took her hand gently. You decide who to believe, your past or your heart. Chapter 4, Truth in the Shadows. The storm outside had stopped, but inside Ariana's heart, the thunder only grew louder. Ethan's words refused to leave her mind. She's using you. Back at the mansion, every corner of the house suddenly felt different. The warmth was gone. Even the air carried the faint scent of lies. Clara was sitting in the living room when Ariana entered. She smiled as if nothing had changed, flipping through an old photo album. You're late, she said smoothly, not looking up. I was with Ethan, Ariana replied quietly. Clara's fingers froze mid-turn. I hope you didn't tell him anything foolish. Ariana tilted her head. He told me something about you. That got her attention. Slowly, Clara closed the album and looked up, eyes glinting sharp as glass. What did he say? That you ruined everything between him and my father. That you loved him once. For a long moment, Clara said nothing. Then a soft laugh escaped her lips, the kind that didn't reach her eyes. He told you that? Oh, darling. He's still playing his little games. Ariana's voice broke. Is it true? Clara rose from her seat, crossing the room gracefully until she stood inches from her. The faint smell of jasmine surrounded Ariana, sickly sweet. You want the truth? Clara whispered. Yes. I loved him, but not because he was good, because he was dangerous. Because he made me feel alive after years of being invisible. Your father never saw me the way he did. Ariana's stomach twisted. So you destroyed my family because of a mistake? Clara's tone sharpened. I destroyed nothing. Your father left me broken, and Ethan made sure the world saw me that way. So if I take everything from them now, including your precious heart, then maybe I finally win. She reached out, brushing Ariana's cheek gently, a mockery of affection. And you, my darling, are the perfect tool to finish what I started. Ariana stepped back, her pulse pounding. "I'm not your weapon," she whispered. Clara smiled coldly. "We'll see." That night, Ariana couldn't stay silent anymore. She snuck into Clara's private study, the one she always kept locked. The door creaked open after several tries. Inside, the room was filled with expensive perfume, velvet curtains, and neatly arranged boxes. But on the desk sat a folder labeled Project Rebirth. Ariana's hands trembled as she flipped it open. Photos, letters, bank transfers, and a picture of her standing next to Ethan circled in red ink. Next to it, Clara's handwriting read, "Target confirmed. Emotional leverage complete." Ariana's breath hitched. She dropped the papers and stumbled back. Everything, the kindness, the advice, the manipulative warmth, had been part of a plan. But what was the endgame? Suddenly, footsteps echoed outside the door. Ariana turned off the light and hid behind the curtain. The door opened, and Clara stepped in, humming softly, as if she didn't have 1,000 secrets buried in this room. She stopped by the desk, picked up the folder, and smiled to herself. "Almost done," she murmured. "He'll break soon." Ariana's blood ran cold. Who would break? Ethan? Or her? She waited until Clara left, then slipped out silently. But as she reached her room, she noticed something on her pillow, a note written in Ethan's handwriting. "They're watching you. Don't trust anyone." Her heart pounded as she clutched the note, staring at the hallway mirror. For a moment, she thought she saw movement, a flicker of a shadow behind her. And then she realized she wasn't alone. Chapter 5: The Pact of Shadows. The night never felt this long before. Ariana couldn't sleep, not after what she saw in Clara's study. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw those red circles around her photo, the cruel handwriting that marked her as emotional leverage. She had become a weapon, a pawn in someone else's revenge. But not anymore. At dawn, Ariana slipped out of the mansion, clutching the note Ethan left. She found him waiting near the old train station on the outskirts of town, a place both of them once came to escape their problems when they were younger. He turned as soon as he saw her. "You got my message?" Ariana nodded, her breath visible in the cold morning air. "She's planning something, Ethan. Something against you. Against all of us." Ethan looked down, guilt shadowing his face. "I know." She blinked. "You know?" He exhaled slowly. "I've been trying to stop her for months. Clara and I, we used to be partners. Not just in love, but in crime." Ariana's stomach twisted. "What? After your father's death, she wanted more. She wanted power. I thought I could control her, but she used me. She made me do things, terrible things, to protect her secrets. And now she's using you, Ariana. You're the last piece she needs to finish what we started." Ariana stepped back, shaking her head. "You're lying. You both are monsters." "No," Ethan said softly, his voice cracking. "I'm trying to fix what I destroyed." For a long silence, only the sound of trains passing filled the air. Then Ariana looked at him, eyes filled with fury and pain. "If we want to stop her, we do it together." Ethan hesitated. "You trust me after everything?" "I don't trust you," she said coldly, "but I hate her more." The plan. By nightfall, they met again, this time in a run-down apartment Ethan once used as a safe house. Maps covered the walls, and photos of Clara's associates were pinned like a detective board. "She's been blackmailing government officials," Ethan explained, pointing at the web of names. "Your father tried to stop her before he died." Ariana stared at a photo of Clara, with her father smiling at a charity gala years ago. "So his death wasn't an accident?" Ethan nodded grimly. "It wasn't." Anger turned her grief into fire. "Then we finish this, no matter what it takes." Ethan handed her a USB drive. "This contains everything, evidence of her crimes, the recordings, the bank trails. But she has backups hidden at the mansion. We'll need to go back there tonight." Ariana met his eyes. "Then let's go." The return. The mansion looked haunting under moonlight. Every window reflected the past, the laughter, the dinners, the love that once existed here. But tonight, it was a battlefield. Inside, Clara was hosting a small party, her political allies, her fake friends. Her voice echoed through the halls, sweet and commanding. "To new beginnings," she said, raising a glass. Ariana and Ethan slid through the back door, moving quietly through the servants' corridor. They reached her office. 5 minutes, Ethan whispered. Find the safe. Ariana knelt by the painting of her father, the one Clara never moved. She pulled it aside and found a steel panel behind it. Found it. Ethan entered the code. The safe clicked open, revealing stacks of cash, files, and one small red box. He opened it. Inside was a memory chip labeled Rebirth Phase 2. This is it, he muttered. The entire plan. But before they could leave, the light snapped on. Clara stood at the door, champagne glass in hand, a smile curving her lips. Oh, my sweet girl. You really thought I wouldn't see this coming? Ariana froze. You planned this too? Clara set her glass down, her tone dripping venom. Of course. You think you're clever, but every move you've made was exactly what I needed. You brought me the last missing piece, the man who betrayed me. She turned to Ethan. And now, both of you will pay. Ethan stepped forward, blocking Ariana. You'll have to go through me. Clara smirked. Gladly. She pulled a small pistol from her clutch, silver, elegant, deadly. Ariana gasped, but Ethan lunged just as the shot rang out. Bang! When the echo faded, the glass windows shattered behind them. Ariana fell to the floor beside Ethan, blood staining his shirt. No, no. No, stay with me, she cried. He smiled faintly. End it. Don't let her win. Clara watched, emotionless. Pathetic. Love always makes you weak. Ariana rose slowly, her face pale but her eyes blazing. No, it makes me human. She grabbed the drive, clutching it tightly, and ran, Clara's furious scream echoing behind her. Chapter 6. Ghosts don't die that easily. The hospital smelled like antiseptic and broken promises. Ariana sat in the cold waiting room, her hands shaking, her clothes still streaked with Ethan's blood. They had brought him in alive barely. Every second felt like a year as the clock ticked louder, the world fading around her. When the doctor finally came out, Ariana jumped to her feet. Is he? The doctor sighed, eyes soft with pity. He's in a coma. We managed to stabilize him, but he lost too much blood. It's a miracle he's even alive. Ariana pressed a trembling hand to her mouth, tears welling again. A miracle. Or maybe fate refusing to give her peace. The weight of secrets. Days turned into weeks. Ethan remained unmoving in the hospital bed, tubes running from his arms. Ariana visited every night, even when the nurses told her to rest. Even when her stepmother's threats grew louder, she knew Clara wouldn't stop. She had humiliated her, stolen her evidence, ruined her control. But Ariana had something stronger than fear. The truth. She uploaded the files Ethan had given her to a hidden server, setting a timed release to every news outlet in the city. If I disappear, she whispered to herself, the world will know everything. That night, she sat by Ethan's bed, holding his hand. You fought for me once. Now it's my turn. The warning. It was past midnight when her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She almost ignored it until she saw the text. You think you can outsmart me, darling? See? Her heart pounded. She looked out the window, the streetlights flickered. Then she saw it. A black car parked across the road. Engine running, tinted windows hiding whoever sat inside. Ariana grabbed her bag and slipped out the back door, her pulse racing. She wasn't going to hide. She was going to finish this. The trap. The next evening, she returned to the mansion not as a victim, but as a storm. She knew Clara would expect her. And she was right. The doors were open. Candles lined the hallway, flickering shadows dancing on the walls. At the end of the corridor, Clara stood dressed in black, wine glass in hand, her smile sharper than a knife. You just couldn't resist coming back, could you? Ariana met her gaze coldly. You took my father. You used me. You destroyed everyone who loved you. Clara laughed softly. And yet, I made you strong. You should be thanking me. No, Ariana whispered. You made me dangerous. Before Clara could react, Ariana tossed her phone onto the floor, the live stream app blinking red. Say hi to the world, Clara. They're watching. Clara's smile vanished. You little. She lunged, but Ariana was ready. They struggled, wine spilled, glass shattered. Clara grabbed a shard and slashed, cutting Ariana's arm. Ariana cried out but pushed her back, adrenaline surging. You'll never win, Clara screamed. Neither will you, Ariana hissed. But at least I'll stop you. She kicked Clara backward and Clara stumbled into the grand chandelier rope. The crystal fixture snapped free, crashing down in a blinding explosion of glass and light. When the dust settled, Clara lay motionless beneath the wreckage. Ariana stared, trembling, bleeding, sobbing. It's over. But deep inside, she knew it wasn't. The ghost returns. A week later, Ariana returned to the hospital one last time before leaving the city. She stood beside Ethan's bed, brushing a lock of hair from his forehead. You saved me, she whispered. Now rest, okay? As she turned to leave, the heart monitor beeped once, then again, faster. She froze. Ethan's fingers twitched. His lips moved weakly. Rihanna. Her breath caught. He was alive. But before she could call the doctor, her phone buzzed again. An unknown number. A video message. She opened it and her world shattered. The footage showed Clara's study, the wreckage cleared. A shadow stepped into frame, a woman's silhouette, bandaged but alive. Clara's voice filled the room. You really think I'd die that easily, darling? Round 2 begins soon. The video ended. Ariana looked back at Ethan, her tears replaced by fire. Then I'll be ready. Chapter 7, The Final Betrayal. The world outside was calm for what was about to happen. Ariana stood by her apartment window, the rain painting streaks on the glass. Every drop echoed the storm building inside her chest. It had been 3 days since the video. 3 days since she learned that Clara was alive. Ethan was recovering slowly, doctors calling it a miracle. But even as she watched him regain fragments of consciousness, Ariana's mind was already elsewhere, planning. She couldn't run anymore. She had to end it. The letter. That morning, a nurse handed her an envelope. No sender, no stamp, just her name written in elegant handwriting she could never forget. Come to the old glass harbor tonight. Alone. Let's finish this. Once and for all. See. Ariana's fingers tightened on the paper. Glass Harbor, the place where her father had once built his empire. The same place Clara had destroyed. She tucked the note into her jacket and looked at Ethan, asleep again. I'm sorry, she whispered, but I can't let her haunt us anymore. The meeting. Midnight. The abandoned docks groaned under the wind. Waves slammed against rusted metal as fog crawled in from the sea. Ariana stepped onto the pier, her flashlight cutting through the mist. And then she saw her. Clara, pale, bandaged, but alive. Her smile was faint, almost ghostly. You came, she said softly. I knew you would. I came to end this. And Clara laughed, a low, broken sound. You still don't get it, do you? You and I are the same. You were born because of me. Ariana frowned. What are you talking about? Your father. He loved me first, Clara said, eyes glinting with something between madness and sorrow. When he married your mother, it wasn't out of love. It was to hide what we were. You, my dear, you're mine as much as hers. Ariana's world shattered. You're lying. Am I? Clara pulled out a folder, DNA reports, dates, signatures. He wanted to keep you away from me. Said I was poison. Maybe he was right. Ariana staggered back. Every breath felt heavy. You killed him because he betrayed me, Clara hissed. He betrayed us. But you can fix that. Together, we can start again. You and me. Just like it should have been. The breaking point. Ariana stared at her, the woman who had stolen her childhood, her peace, her love. And now she wanted to rewrite blood itself. You took everything from me, Ariana said, tears streaming down her face. You think sharing DNA makes us family? It doesn't. You're not my mother. You're my curse. Clara's face twisted with rage. Then you'll die like the rest of them. She lunged a flash of metal in her hand. Ariana dodged, the knife grazing her shoulder. They struggled on the pier, rain pouring harder, thunder echoing like gunfire. Ariana's foot slipped, but she caught Clara's wrist, twisting it until the knife clattered into the water. Let go! Clara screamed. You first, Ariana whispered. Clara's heel hit the edge and she fell backward into the sea, her scream vanishing beneath the crashing waves. Ariana collapsed, chest heaving, staring at the black water. It was over. Really over this time. The morning after, Ethan woke up the next day. The first thing he saw was Ariana sleeping in a chair beside him, bandaged and exhausted. You look terrible, he croaked weakly. She smiled through tears. You always know how to ruin a moment. He chuckled faintly. You're safe now? She hesitated. Yeah, she whispered. It's finally over. But deep inside, She wasn't sure. Some curses don't drown that easily. 1 month later, Ariana stood by the ocean, the wind pulling her hair as she looked out across the horizon. The city had started healing. The news called her a hero, exposing Claire's crimes and corruption. But Ariana didn't feel like a hero. She felt like a survivor of someone else's story. Ethan joined her, his arm now strong enough to hold her close. "So what now?" he asked. "Now," she said softly, "we live for ourselves. No ghosts, no lies." He smiled. "Together, always." The waves crashed gently as the sun rose, painting the water gold. Somewhere deep beneath the ocean, the tide shifted and a single pearl bracelet floated up, catching the light before sinking again.